I always consider Taiwan as an integral part of the democratic world, where respect for human rights and respect of rule of law prevail. Some years ago, I had a chance to visit beautiful Taiwan several times, and I have noticed how deeply spiritual this country is. To me, Taiwan means a guardian of authentic Chinese culture and history that was safeguarded from Cultural Revolution in mainland China. Even today, Taiwan remains a proud custodian of authentic Chinese cultural traditions, since the mainland China is not ready yet to open to democracy and human values. Religious freedom is part and parcel of human rights, and many traditional Chinese religions and tradition can survive from Chinese persecution only because Taiwan is generously giving them the space. To keep Taiwan democratic and open, to keep Taiwan the custodian of Chinese cultural heritage, including its spiritual one, is crucially important to entire Chinese civilization and to the entire world. During my trips to Taiwan, I had the chance to meet the spiritual group called太极門. I have learned how they rely on the most ancient Taoist traditions to build and propose a spirituality that is open to people of all religions. I met Dr. Hong, the founder of太极門in Europe, where he comes often to promote ambitious projects of peaceful dialogue between different cultures and religions. I was impressed how Dr. Hong has friends and supporters among different people around the world. He's clearly an ambassador of Chinese culture and spirituality abroad, trying to unite and to have an interreligious dialogue among various groups through what unites us and not through what divides us. This is so needed today in our extremely turbulent world.太极門people are people who like to think to be independent. They teach a healthy lifestyle for the body, mind, and soul, abroad, where they also offer artistic performances based on traditional Chinese culture. They are good ambassadors of the values and cultural riches Taiwan stands for, and Taiwan should be grateful for this. I was very surprised to learn that many years ago, before Taiwan had chosen the path of freedom and democracy, there were some dark forces who tried, it seems sometimes because of personal interest of some influential people, to destroy and compromise Taiji movement by accusing its leader and the movement of various crimes. But the fact is that justice prevailed and all cases were finally dropped, except one case of 1992 of alleged tax evasion, which was a replica of other cases which were already dropped. The reason for this, as I understand, the simple legal argument is that the time for appeal is expired. Unfortunately, this biased and unfair decision of the past is still in force, and Taiwanese tax authorities are threatening to seize太极門properties to force them to pay what is due, which may damage the spiritual movement. I don't have the slightest doubt about the current Taiwanese legal system and status of rule of law. Even last year, myself, I attended the Civil Society Dialogue, co-organized in Taipei by the US State Department and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Taiwan. I heard the opening speech by the president of Taiwan advocating for a new regional pact protecting religious freedom and human rights. In Europe, we have a saying about certain ghosts of our own past. We call them the past that does not want to pass. I am convinced that a right solution may be found to solve this unfortunate problem from the past. Despite all possible legal arguments, this problem may be solved by taking a bold political decision by the government to either cancel once and forever the claims of tax authorities, or at least to allow to reopen the case for a new examination. I entirely believe in a goodwill and wisdom of Taiwanese authorities, and I'm pretty confident that soon a just and right compromise will be found. Thank you very much.